Number 3, my favorite section, the instructional. So for the week, I choose to teach one. How many, please? One. How many, please? One thing only. How many of you guys have ever been in a situation where you've heard either a rep or receptionist do their job and you want to fix like 17 different things? Yes. That does not increase confidence. Can you imagine that? It's like, CC, here's the thing. You're not doing well at dribbling, shooting, running, passing. Otherwise, you're rocking it, all right? Go get it like that's no, all right? That ain't gonna work. Let's dive for balls until you know. I love it. All right, so. Anyway, so you teach them one thing. You're going to explain the concept, you're going to teach the technique, and anytime I teach something, guess what I have them do? Role play! Right, because the whole thing of like, if they like do it, it means something to them, versus I just talk at them and make them more bored. Throwing that out there. Okay? Now what do I teach? Alright, I could spend another 2 hours on the PR program and how to teach things, but here's what we do. We have 8. How many, please? 8 fundamentals of the PR program. I gave you the sheet already. Okay, if you look at it, this is our system and our division. You probably won't know what all the time and TMIs and TAPs and some of the acronyms and stuff mean, but it's really not that important. What's important is that you teach something, focus on one concept and break it down into simple bits. So I will do this quickly because we're running out of time here, but give me an example. Go ahead and throw out a concept on this sheet of something you'd want me to teach. Urgency. Questions. What would you like?
Answering questions.
Answering questions. All right, 2 for questions. All right, so let me teach. Ready? All right, so guys, here's what I want to talk about this week. I want to talk about questions. Okay, first thing I want you to understand is that questions are not a bad thing. Questions are a good thing because they actually show what?
Interest.
They actually show interest. Now, here's what I want you to understand. The concept is TAP, T-A-P. What's the concept, please?
TAP.
Thank you. It stands for time and place, meaning there's an appropriate time and place to answer most questions. Pretend you're on a first date, Mr. Davern, okay? And you sit down with the person across the table and it's like, so, tell me a little about yourself. And the person just starts going off about every terrible thing that happened to them since they were age 1. Do you want to know about that, like, emotional baggage and trauma on the first date before you even order spaghetti? Absolutely not. And similarly, the phone call that you're answering, you don't want to make it that heavy emotional baggage first date. What you have to offer them is reassurance. And so here's how to answer questions, all right? So time out, I'm putting my trainer hat here. That was me explaining the philosophy. Now, is that the only way to explain the philosophy? No. That's an okay way, right? Some of you guys might do it better than me. But more important than anything is that you explain the philosophy versus just being like, all right, read this, read this, read this, read this. So if you just tell them to do something without explaining why, they don't do it. True or true? True. So just say something. Doesn't matter if it's right. And then what you do is you teach them the words, you have them role play, and you get feedback. So you can do whatever you want, you can teach whatever you want. Any questions on this section that are not, how do you teach blank questions? Because yes, I like my way very much, but again, my way's not the only way. Okay, so questions? All right. Who's gone so far? 1s and 4s? All right, 5s. Please stand up. All right, this one's fun. And 3 minutes, begin.